Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Todd Howard has dragged me back kicking and screaming into this god-awful game. This time, my friend has officially surpassed me on the Virginometer, as he's now reached level 22. And unfortunately, he'd already completed pretty much all of my quests, so we couldn't really do them together. So we had to go on some separate expeditions. Truly, the saddest breakup of all time. So I went to go and do some breakup shooting at Scorched inside Morgantown Airport, and goddamn, this quest is so absolutely stupid. Also, as I'm watching this back, I just noticed that I was aiming right next to this, nuclear material, and you'd think we'd be worried about cancer, but at this point I'd be surprised if our Fallout character didn't have at least 5 of the suckers. Oh, but we got our first death. Enjoy it. You only get to die your first death once, guys. Also, you know how Fallout 76 had no human NPCs before the whole Wastelanders update? Well, you might be thinking, well, how did it handle such a limitation? Not fucking well, that's how. Because this note is supposed to represent 2 people talking, when one of them is about to die. So, I don't get it. Either these 2 people were writing while this was going on, writing, "No!" while actually screaming, "No!" while his friend gets eaten or killed or whatever it is that ghouls do, I don't know. Or this guy chose to write this exchange down instead of doing anything else without writing their names down while just sitting there and waiting to starve to death. Jesus Christ, this makes no sense. Oh, and we also met this guy who was said he had cancer, or at least I think he said that. I won't lie, most of my plot knowledge from this game comes from just the different dialogue options, because I'm usually talking to someone else or listening to something while playing this game, because it's fucking boring, I tell ya. Okay, I watched the footage back, and he does actually have it. But how in the ever-living feck do they test for cancer in the nuclear apocalypse? I mean, I feel like there's almost no point in doing so too, because if you take the test, there'd probably just be some big bold letters saying, "Of course you have it. No shit, Sherlock." I then decided to do an event where you get shot at by a bunch of Scorched for a while, and in return a cargo bot comes down to give you some stuff. Nothing here to piss me off, right? Just a simple quest. Well, there actually was, because there was a level 55 called M3RC Alex, probably Merc Alex, but he uses numbers in his name because he's quirky, and they just sat there for a while. And I thought, oh, whatever, they're probably just sorting out some stuff in their inventory. They'll leave soon, who cares? So, then I finished the event, and then, and only then, does this lazy bastard get up, right when we're getting the rewards. So they left me, a level 11, to do all the work, which was, kinda hard, mind you. I very nearly died. And then he claimed the rewards, even though it would have been super easy for them to just help out. Well done, sir. Your laziness is genuinely impressive. And while all this was going on, there was just some random friendly Scorch Beast flying around. Just chilling, not hurting anyone. Oh, and also my friend did actually find a Nuka World while I was gone, by the way. So we went to go and do a Nuka World event, and it was certainly odd to say the least. I mean, the gimmick with this one was to not stop moving, but it certainly had that good old-fashioned bit of Bethesda jank. So if you stopped moving, then you'd explode, right? Makes sense. But also, sometimes when I was moving, I just randomly blow up, and then people who had to stop to revive me didn't blow up. I assume it's a lag-related thing, or maybe I'm playing the game wrong. Who knows? And they later on spawned in some bosses, and I assume the goal here was to, encourage some teamwork, yay! But no, they just got killed by all the higher level players pretty much immediately. Everyone else didn't really have to do much. And then they made it so that you had to push some Brahmin. The code for which, I'm 90% sure, was stolen from that Fallout 4 mod where you can push people. I can't prove this, but I mean, come on. Oh, and also, the main thing when the bosses spawn in is you need to try and get at least one shot in so that you can get some XP and some loot. And it's something we can't use. Oh joy! And at the end of it all, what did I spend the caps on? Getting scammed by a fortune teller. Bloody brilliant. Oh, and also, while I was exploring the ash heap, I had a legitimately terrifying moment with a Wendigo. I mean, I didn't record the party audio, but I was freaking the hell out in Xbox party chat because it moves so terrifyingly. Couple that with the fact that the game would sometimes bug out and not let me zoom out on my gun for a bit, and couple that with the fact that while I was writing this script, there was legitimately an insane homeless man in the library messing around with some disco lights that he brought in, just adds to the horror of reliving this moment. But hey, right as I killed it, my friend showed up to answer the call for help. A bit late, but oh well. So we decided to just keep on exploring. And you know what? Things seem to actually be going quite well for us today. I mean, on my own, I had killed a Wendigo that was over double my level, so together we could do anything.
Country roads, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country road, take me home.
Oh, and we also found this super chill mega sloth. I think they're supposed to attack you, but this guy was just really nice. Though I'm not too sure how mega sloths actually evolved, because, well, I don't think sloths are in West Virginia. Could be wrong though, who knows, I'm not American. But my friend started shooting the poor thing, and I'll be damned if I let him get all the XP, so of course I had to join in. We then went to go and do a Tunnel of Love event in Yucca World, and I got there right as it finished. But then, after it was done, this one random really nice guy decided to give us tons of plans, and not shitty ones either, really good ones. And I was looking through what he gave us, and It's the Soup just started yoinking all of them, so I had to yoink them as well. One thing which I do love though, is that we only stayed in the Tunnel of Love area long enough to be given the plans, because the game was bugging out when we were trying to trade things, so we'd have to keep on reinitiating the trade. So, I guess Fallout 76's bugs do have some perks. Oh, and also I did forget to say thanks to the guy while I was in the game, so I'll say it here, just on the off chance he's watching. Thanks, Psycho Badger 184. All of your 826 ranks haven't gone to waste. Actually, one thing I've noticed is that the Fallout 76 veterans kind of have an immense kindness about them, not just on this guy, but through the other ones I've seen, and have a legitimately really nice community. Probably because they realise that the game's shit enough, so they don't need to be even more shitty. Or maybe they want to honour the wishes of Todd Howard and act like NPCs, even if they're bored out of their minds. Or maybe, just maybe, they're actually nice people. Nah, couldn't be. And then we had to rob a random town, Red Dead style, with only a fewer random explosions than Red Dead Online. And well, that's pretty much where this video ends. Again, as mentioned in the last video, this footage was actually recorded in very, very, very late 2022. Please don't sue, and they may or may not return, we'll see.